stop the talk ticking. Turn up, turn up, turn up, we still got the music loud. The only way we're gonna get through it. So don't nobody go stop the rock hitting. Feel the fever outside your cabin. Seize the moment, reach out and grab it. If we're gonna get higher, set it on fire. It's now or never. If we're gonna go crazy, let's go together. Even if we lose our heads, it's alright 'cause we got friends. If we're gonna go crazy, let's go together. Look up, look up, look up, look up at all of that blue sky now. There's a piece of it for everyone to do what they want with it. Live up, live up, live up to who you know you're meant to be. I know you got the invite, 'cause we all got the invite. The fever outside your cabin. Leave it and go! Seize the moment, reach out and grab it. Come on, reach out and grab it. If we're gonna get higher, set it on fire. It's now or never. If we're gonna go crazy, let's go together. Even if we lose our heads, it's alright 'cause we got friends. If we're gonna go crazy, let's go together. Let's go together. You and I, we got all the time. If we're gonna go crazy, If we're gonna get higher, set it on fire. It's now or never. If we're gonna go crazy, let's go together. Even if we lose our heads, it's alright 'cause we got friends. If we're gonna go crazy, let's go together. If we're gonna get higher, set it on fire. It's now or never. If we're gonna go crazy, let's go together. Even if we lose our heads, it's alright 'cause we got friends. If we're gonna go crazy, let's go together. Let's go together. Let's go together. Let's go together. Let's go together.
I know myself. When the moon comes out, there's nothing else but you in the night. When the record's playing something right, I know a place we can go when it all feels too much. Moving our bodies, it takes us places we can't touch. Don't say you love me. Tell me in another way. Oh, don't say you want me. I know if you dance with me, so dance with me.
When you left me back in 1970, there wasn't any more Beatle air to breathe. It's not fair that you lads were breaking new ground, trying anything. And I dare anyone to make a better song for the world to sing. So take a trip with me and see brothers singing in harmony. Just look back at the Fab 16s, always on the road. It's time to come home. So Ruby Pepper vibes in the sky tonight. So magic mystery gold down on Abbey Road. Hey. There's just a few short years, a million screaming girls. You decimated the landscape and changed the world. So take a trip with me and see brothers singing in harmony. Just look back at the groovy 60s. So get back to the lab and write when we was fab. So Ruby Pepper vibes in the sky tonight. So magic mystery gold down on Abbey Road.
reflection told me that I'm living my dreams. Tell me right now I can be. I don't need no sleep, I don't need no sleep. Tell me right now I can be. Reflection told me that I'm living my dreams. Tell me right now I can be. I don't need no sleep, I don't need no sleep. Tell me right now I can be. Reflection told me that I'm living my dreams. Tell me right now I can be. I don't need no sleep, I don't need no sleep. Gotta go and get it, cause I gotta go and get it. So I gotta go and get it. Now I'm gonna get it, get it. Gotta go and get it, cause I gotta go and get it. So I gotta go and get it. Now I'm gonna get it, get it. Gotta go and get it, cause I gotta go and get it. So I gotta go and get it. Now I'm gonna get it, get it. Gotta go and get it, cause I gotta go and get it. So I gotta go and get it. Now I'm gonna get it, get it. Tell me everything. Mirror. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Tell me everything. Mirror. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Tell me everything. Mirror. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Tell me everything. Mirror. First try at keeping up a clean slate. Got me thinking that I might have been too late. But I like the smile that you're rocking. There's more to us than just talking. 'Cause it's never so easy in a world that's so hard. And I swear that you got me when you need a fresh start. I like the smile that you're rocking. There's more to us than just sweet talking. Never apologize for who you are. Hey, if you like, you can take a break. It's alright, don't be afraid. Take it slow, 'cause you know that we've got all day. And poison was always bittersweet. I think I know just what you need, yeah. Never feel bad for being open. You're always enough, trust in your gut. Don't lose your focus. I like the smile that you're rocking. There's more to us than just sweet talking. 'Cause it's never so easy in a world that's so hard. And I swear that you got me when you need a fresh start. I like the smile that you're rocking. There's more to us than just sweet talking. Never apologize for who you are. Hey, if you like, you can take a break. It's alright, don't be afraid. Take it slow, 'cause you know that we've got all day. And poison was always bittersweet. I think I know just what you need, yeah. I like the smile that you're rocking.
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 It's never so easy in a world that's so hard. And I swear that you got me when you need a fresh start. I like the smile that you're rocking. There's more to us than just sweet talking. Never apologize for who you are. Hey, if you like, you can take a break. It's alright, don't be afraid. Take it slow, 'cause you know that we've got all day. And poison was always bittersweet. I think I know just what you need. I like
the smile that you're rocking.
I like
the smile that you're rocking.
I like
the smile that you're rocking.
I
like the smile that you're rocking.
Half 3 when I called you up, said I need you now 'cause I'm losing patience. By 4 you were knocking on my door. I said love is a two-way road, he don't care no more, am I going crazy? Needed you just to help forget it all. And it was easy, you put the records on to replay. Danced till we couldn't see straight, till the morning came along. Don't need the weekend, we don't wait until the evening. We don't need to find a reason to turn it up and sing along. 'Cause that's what friends are for.
this world until I get it right. So save me the nonsense and cut to the chase. Give it to me straight, 'cause I'm listening, I'm listening. Give it to me straight, 'cause I'm listening, I'm listening. Tell it to me, if it hurts so bad, so give it to me straight, 'cause I'm listening, I'm listening. Give it to me straight, 'cause I'm listening.
Don't try to hide your face now. I see right through. Don't bother with pretending. Oh, I see you. You're telling me stories I've heard before. Not interested. Just show me the door. How can you live like this? How can you live like this? Trust me, darling. Don't waste a golden egg. You peel me, cut me open. What are you looking for instead? Trust me, darling. Don't crack this golden egg. You sweet talk through me. Just listen for once instead. Why do you think you fool me? I see right through with all your bells and whistles. Oh, I hear you, scenes from a movie I've seen before. You've taken it all, you still want more. How can we live like this? How can we live like this? Trust
stay awake all night. Write down all I saw. Did you see me holding the hand of the dead go by? Did you hear me begging the wind to tell me why I'm alive? I intend to live like I'm about to die. I'm alive. I'm gonna live like I have nothing to hide. pages fast, 'cause this ain't made to last. But I can't shake your ghost, a haunted home and host. I'm looking for my face, but I can't recognize it. And every little thing I see tells me that you're never gonna be with me again. Telling me you're all alone doesn't get me hoping that you're coming home at all. At all. shadows here stay, but I can try to walk without that heavy weight now. Look straight at the sun, never did good for anyone at all, but I keep looking up. In the clouds, I see way back to me. I remember staring, I remember glaring out the window pane. You shared all your pain, always on a mission to live out our convictions, running from the enemy. Lock it up and toss the key. Now the river's running dry. We said our piece, we said goodbye, but still it's creeping like a spider. So we'll keep on this road and roll like a stone, far from home, where we know every inch of every grove. Time is slow on this very lonely road. We were in the moonlight, drinking way past midnight, when you said to me, I was your everything. So let's go be where we can finally break away from the enemy. But there's no turning back today. Now the river's running dry. We said our piece, we said goodbye, but still it's creeping like a spider. So we'll keep on this road and roll like a stone, far from home, where we know every inch of every grove. Time is slow on this very lonely road. So we'll keep on this road and roll like a stone, far from home, where we know every inch of every grove. Time is slow on this very lonely road.
I was looking at a photograph of you.
could I stay between the fireflies in 1985? 'Cause that's where I belong, that's where I survive. And the streets still have those names, but the faces aren't the same. I'm feeling criminal, I know you are too. I think it's chemical, I got a reason to fall inside, to fall inside, to fall inside, oh, to fall inside, oh, to fall inside. I'm dancing with the weeds, all the ships have flown, and the flowers have all grown, like the city in the sun, where the brave ones never run. But I got these fragile bones, now you never could have known. I'm feeling criminal, I know that you are too. I think it's chemical, I got a reason to fall inside, to fall inside, to fall inside, oh, to fall inside, oh, to fall inside. I see the birds, I see the flow, I see the rivers and where they go. I see the thoughts that I don't have. I see the sun come through the black. I hear nothing, I see nothing. It's perfect still, the deepest well. I'm feeling criminal, I know that you are too. I think it's chemical, I got a reason to fall inside, to fall inside, to fall inside, oh, to fall inside, oh, to fall inside. Tell me, what do you want me to say? Now tell me, or do you want me to stay?
keep writing lines on napkins. It never really cleans anything up. Ink on paper thrown away, but still I'll never stop. 'Cause it's a steady stream sometimes, rarely golden but never mud pouring out. My ink was drained while the think was saying, this is where I am right now. I keep writing on napkins. I keep writing on napkins. Oh. I keep writing lines on napkins. Cafes, restaurants, always hung up. I wrote these for in a grocery store, waiting to be rung up. 'Cause it's a steady stream sometimes, rarely golden but never mud pouring out. My ink was drained while the think was saying, this is where I am right now. I keep writing on napkins. Keep writing on napkins. I'll keep writing on napkins. I keep writing on napkins. I keep writing on napkins. Oh, I keep writing on napkins. Oh, I keep writing on napkins. Writing on napkins.
Never mind. Oh, I love you, I do. The way that the roof loves the moon. No, I'll be seeing you soon, soon enough. Oh, I lost it, I lose anything that's worth holding on to. Hoping I don't lose grip of you. Don't go running off. I breathe you in through my lungs. Now you're on the tip of my tongue. How did I lose you? Never mind. What did I do to make you leave this behind you? What did I say to make you feel inclined to cut yourself loose? You changed your mind enough to color me blue. Never mind. Oh, I love you, I do. The way that flowers like to bloom, soaking up sun in the middle of June, like they're so nice. Oh, I know it, I knew you didn't want nothing to do with me or my life towards you. Yes, that's fair enough. I breathe you in through my lungs. Somehow you're on the tip of my tongue. How did I lose you? Never mind. What did I do to make you leave this behind you? What did I say to make you feel
inclined to cut yourself loose. You changed your mind enough to color me blue. Never mind. Never mind. Oh no. Never mind. What did I do to make you leave? What's behind you? What did I say to make you feel inclined to cut yourself loose? You changed your mind enough to color me blue. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
See you dancing and you're feeling yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now don't stop, you don't need my help. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know you're thinking what I am too. Your body's begging for me on you. All I wanna do is maybe take some time and get to know you right. All you gotta do is baby take my hand and follow me tonight. I know you want me, you can't deny it. Nobody's stopping what we got tonight, yeah. Body looking like it came from heaven. Yeah, yeah, yeah. get to know you right. All you gotta do is, baby, take my hand and follow me tonight. I know you want me, you can't deny it. Nobody's stopping what we got tonight, yeah. All I wanna do is, baby, take some time and get to know you right. All you gotta do is, baby, take my hand and follow me tonight. I know you want me, you can't deny it. Nobody's stopping what we got tonight, yeah. Oh my, oh my. Oh my, oh my. Oh my, oh my. Oh my, oh
Always running all my life and never thought I'd see the finish line. Always trying to just get by, and I never thought it could get easier. You make me feel so optimistic. So optimistic. Always moving, buzzing around, and I never thought I'd stand still. But you keep me grounded. There's still some kind of chance I will. You give the day some definition, so they don't just pass me by. I'll give you this true admission, and you took me by surprise. You give the world a little something, you know how to slow down time. That's why I don't mind admitting that you took me by surprise. You made me feel so optimistic. So optimistic. So optimistic. Now I don't wanna know what I do without you. 'Cause every time that we talk, you make me feel so optimistic. So optimistic. So optimistic. So optimistic. So optimistic.
Never been in love, or maybe I've never been in love, or maybe I'm too much, too loud, too up in my head, too late, too bad. I'll say it again. Never been in love. Need someone to save me from myself. I need a little help here from somebody else. I think I'm gonna melt here. All up in my bedroom walls. Just me and my hopeless heart. Save me from myself. So are you gonna help or not? Na 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 na. Are you gonna help or not? Na 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 na. So are you gonna help? Never thought I'd be the type to meet another half of me. The type to be too much, too loud, too up in my head, too late, too bad. I'll say it again. Never thought I'd need someone to save me from myself. I need a little help here from somebody else. I think I'm gonna melt here. All up in my bedroom walls. Just me and my
so good. We are onto something so beautiful. We are onto something, something so good. We are onto something so beautiful.
Smiling with a broken heart. You told me call my name and I can find a way to make everything you want come true. I told you call my name, I promise you the same, that I will always come right back to you. Daylight starting to bloom after a late night falling for you. You turn around and start to walk away. Stay, let's stay together.
don't have a reason to be good to you. I don't have a reason to treat you right. I have every reason to say I love you. Committing treason in emotional prison. Oh my love, keep growing strong. Oh darling, let's hit the road. Let's find our freedom. It will be alright. Oh darling, no fuss, no fighting. Let's make the time, and it will be okay. I need a reason to let you know. Arm in arm, we armed with purpose. Far and far away from the circus. It's you and me making sweet good music. You know I don't need a reason for my love. Keep growing strong. Oh darling, let's hit the road. Let's find our freedom, and it will be alright. Oh darling, no fuss, no fighting. Let's find a time, and it will be okay. I need a reason to let you know. I have every reason to treat you right. I have every reason to treat you good. Have every reason to say I love you. Committing treason in emotional prison. Yet my love keeps getting strong. Oh darling, let's hit the road. Let's find our freedom, don't know about you. I've been way too in my head. I don't wanna lose you, but I know I ain't ready yet. Know you needed more, but I can't lie to you. Hope that you understand. Know you needed more, but I can't lie to you. Hope that you understand. I'ma keep your love in my back pocket, yeah. We ain't got the time, but we can't stop this, so I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait for you. Yeah, I'ma keep your love in my back pocket, yeah. I'ma save it up till we go all in, so I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait for you, yeah.
Don't know what I want. Just give me some patience here. I want it so hard. Just think I need space this year. Oh, you need it more, but I can't let it you. Hope that you understand. Oh, you need it more, but I can't let it you. Hope that you understand. I'ma keep your love in my back pocket, yeah. We ain't got the time, but we can't stop this, so I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait for you. Yeah, I'ma keep your love in my back pocket, yeah. I'ma save it up till we go all in, so I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait for you, Yeah, I'ma keep your love in my back pocket, yeah. I'ma save it up till we go all in, so I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait for you,
Yeah.
You ought to know, don't let me go. I wanna be with you. You wanna play, not okay. All the time I thought you knew. I only wanna be with you. There is not a time when you're not in my mind. Only wanna be with you. There is not a time when you're not in my mind. Oh, I don't know what more this love can say. I know you liked it when you tried it. One kiss, then bliss. I knew that one touch would never be enough. I wanted you to say it too. I only wanna be with you. There is not a time when you're not in my mind. Only wanna be with you. There is not a time when you're not in my mind. Be with you. Oh, I only wanna be with you. Only wanna be with you. I only wanna be with you.
When my patience walks the other side, so walk on through. The street is plenty wide. Better than nobody.
inside my mind all this time, just trying to learn to read between the lines. Oh, I broke down early, let all my failures hurt me. Got me all scared to go out on a limb and go chasing the things that I can't reach, you know. Don't wanna let it take the best of me. I'm used to letting things toxicate me, but now I feel like I can finally breathe. Never wanted someone to tell you, bite back, bite back. Never wanted someone to tell you, bite back, bite back. Never wanted someone to tell. Troubled and left behind, I had to find a way out of the wreck and into the next. Build myself from scratch, all in the touch. Let go of all my this and that. I had to grow up fast, but I learned it ain't all bad. Bitten and bedridden, let me get rewritten. All of my pages have been ripped out. Talk about making a statement, I know who I am and I'm ready to bite back now. Don't wanna let it take the best of me. I'm used to letting things toxicate me.
Blackbirds in the sky, look for reasons why. Mainly what I know isn't what I know. Once I come from fear, once I hold the fire, I'll be the first one down. I'll be the first one to
Thank you. Good evening, Executive Principal Mr. Chris Capra, parents, guardians, teachers, distinguished guests, and the graduating class of 2020. Firstly, please give another round of applause to our awesome band who welcomed us this evening. That was the amazing Aidan Henderson, Aidan Ikafuji, Luca Duffy, Noah Cody Byfield, Hamish Munro, and the very talented Mr. Julian Holland. My name is Lily Wyatt, and it is my honour to be standing alongside my fellow school captain, Connor Hartley, as we welcome you all to the 2020 Palm Beach Currumbin State High School graduation ceremony, a culmination of what has been one of the more unique years in our history. For the first time, welcome also to our extended families and teachers watching this ceremony online. Despite not being able to be here in person, we appreciate your constant support. Before we begin, please welcome to the stage Michaela Meehan for the acknowledgement to country.
Good evening. My name is Michaela Meehan. Palm Beach Currumbin High School acknowledge and pay respect to the land and the traditional practices of the family of the Yugambeh language region and of Southeast Queensland and their elders past, present and emerging. Thank you.
Thank you, Michaela. Guess what, guys? We've made it. Tonight we graduate as the class of 2020, and it has been no small feat to be here together one final time. As we look upon your familiar faces, we can't help to notice the overwhelming sense of pride we feel as we acknowledge the past 13 years each and every individual has experienced. So let's take you back. It's summer, 2015. Your journey as a little fish in a big pond has just begun. Your bright blue middle school shirts, stained with sweat patches and fitting 5 sizes too big, thanks Mum, signified the start of our individual growth. Little did we know, these 5 sizes too big would represent our schooling, staying with us into adulthood and all the challenges that came with it. In a year like no other, I can confidently say that our grade harbours a determined group of individuals who have the potential to succeed astronomically in any circumstance and whichever path they may take throughout life.
This grade's achievements throughout the past 6 years is countless. The amount of raw talent, persistence, and hard work that you all exhibit leaves a thriving legacy for the years to come. In all departments, including arts, sports, and academics, we've seen many successes which we will believe no doubt continue throughout your lives. Tonight, we reflect upon our great successes and look towards the future. Together, we will remember our school as one of our homes, where people from many walks of life came together to celebrate a vibrant aura which lives and breathes within us all. This feeling will always hold a special place in our hearts, a nostalgic memory of what shaped us into who we are today. Today, as the class of 2020, we recognize the influence our peers have had on our growth, our sense of self, and the life lessons we have learned thus far. Congratulations to our friends, peers, and fellow graduates. We hope you enjoy the night. And to formally begin tonight's ceremony, please welcome our Executive Principal, Mr. Chris Capra, to his annual address.
Hey, thanks Lily, and thanks Connor. Welcome to our special night of the year for our Year 12. Special night for me as a parent. My son graduates and has his formal tonight as well. And as somebody that tries to live the espoused value of family comes first, happy to be here with you because my son's graduation and formal, no parents allowed. So on behalf of myself, Mitch Kennedy and Amanda Stewart, for the work you have pulled off to make tonight happen, and all these parents that I can see outside, join with me in thanking Mitch and Amanda for ensuring you can come. "2020, what a year. But we're here tonight to discuss where are we going next. because I've heard through 2020 that the word unfair, it's unfair to what's happened to my part-time job. It's unfair to what's happened to mum and dad's job. It's unfair to some of the things that I haven't been able to do at school. And tonight I'd like to start with a little bit of a flashback. It is modern history, the 70s into the 90s, and some of you are going, we learned about that in our textbooks. You are getting old, Mr. Capra. But back to the 1970s, my father won the lotto, or then it was probably more known as a ballot. So he was conscripted to serve in the Australian Defence Forces in Vietnam as a 19-year-old. At that stage, working in the bank. Winning a ballot or a lotto, not really the same as the gold lotto, was given a semi-automatic rifle. The villages beyond that creek are full of people with a different political ideology to us. It's your job to shoot them. Off you go. Fast forward to the 1990s. So my father had done his due for Australia, served his country with pride, and to this day very proud of what he did. Was working in the bank. In the 1990s, he'd worked his way from a junior bank teller to a senior bank teller, to a junior loans counsellor to a senior loans counsellor, to an assistant manager, to a loans manager, to the manager for Queensland for a credit union. The then government of the day, being the same political persuasion as the one in the 70s, had engineered a recession. They'd turned Australia, or they were starting to try and turn Australia into an international powerhouse that we could compete without protectionalism. So the finance industry was deregulated. The manufacturing section no longer had protectionism. And lots of people in the 1990s, and especially in the early 1990s, lost their jobs. A lot of those people are here tonight as your parents. So as you've had a year that was unfair, in the 1990s I came through year 12 where it was unfair, that a government had engineered a recession, that my father was made redundant because the finance industry was contracting. His credit union was gobbled up by another credit union. They didn't need 2 state managers, they needed 1. So he lost his job after working his way up through the ranks and serving his country, and he lost his job because a government had implemented a policy to this day that's made Australia stronger, but at that time in year 12, about to start my Easter exams, which were then worth about 20%, not fair. But it was okay because Mum still had a job. Mum worked for the ANZ Bank. She started in the mid-70s working in Port Moresby, because Port Moresby was still, or Papua New Guinea was an Australian protectorate. So she was transferred from Port Moresby back to Brisbane. She was a teller, worked her way up to first teller, worked her way up to cash manager. But Mum, being a clever person, saw these things called ATMs coming. So she retrained as a word processor. So my mum was one of the first people that was trained in Word Perfect 5.1. That's probably bringing a shiver to some of your parents out there at the moment. A word program that was the worst ever. As I started to go into my June exams, which were worth about 30% of my exit mark, ANZ merged with a Sander, Mum was made redundant. So from a very stable home with Mum and Dad earning good incomes, with 3 teenage boys all at high school, Mum had been dismissed. 3 teenage boys, no income coming in, year 12 exams about to kick off in June, July. You'd think that life couldn't get worse. A lot of stress at home. A lot of the stress that you have experienced this year as year 12s. As we went into our August exams, which back then, the last of the TE score era, were worth the most. That could make or break our marks and whether we got into the universities of our choice. The week before my 1-hour economics speech, which was going to be worth 40% of my exit mark, my grandfather died. He was Italian, the patriarch of the family, Dad's dad. Life not fair. At that stage, I was looking at becoming the first person in my immediate family to go to university. And I remember just after hearing that my grandfather had passed away, I remember thinking to myself, you know what, I'm just going to do this. I owe it not just to Mum, just not to Dad, just not to my grandfather, but also to myself. Because if I can get through this year, there is nothing that life can throw at me again, so I'm going to do it and I'm going to give it my best shot. If it doesn't come off, there'll be a plan B down the track. Nothing fair about my final year of schooling, but I still enjoyed it. I still had fun, still worked with my friends. But yeah, there were times at home that were extremely tough. But the sun did get up the next day. Dad then moved into what's now called loans broking or finance broking about 6 months later. Mum reinvented herself as a professional knitter and making jumpers that she was selling for $400 each, and it was a passion and a hobby. So 6 or 9 months after I did not think life could get worse, things did improve. And despite being in a year level with only 30 Year 12 students, and we weren't the best and we weren't the brightest, so all our scores were dragged down because our state average was pretty ordinary, I still got to go to university as the first person in my family. And I tell you that story because it reminds me a lot of how you've gone this year as Year 12s. When COVID hit and we started to panic about your exams on your behalf, but I'm sure you were panicking at home as well, I could not have been more impressed when Mr McDougall and Mr Kennedy came to see me to say, hey, Mr Capra, I've had about 30 or 40 ATAR pathwayed Year 12s that have said they are ready to do their exams. Let's just do it. Life isn't fair, but we want to do it, we want to get it out the way. And I remember saying back then that if that's their attitude now as the world's starting to turn, they want to do this now because they're ready to go, let's support them. And from that one moment, for the rest of our school year, we have done everything we can to support you to get here tonight. And look, not that you compare one year to a next and what comes in the future, but I've been so impressed this year with the social emotional resilience that you as a cohort have displayed. You've taken everything in your stride. I know some of you lost your traineeships. I know some of you lost your apprenticeships. I know some of you lost your part-time jobs. But you picked yourself up, dusted yourself off, and you kept going. So 3 things from that story about my experience in Year 12. Ask your parents when in doubt. They have lived this. They do know what you're going through because they've done it themselves 20 years ago. The biggest commodity for getting a job next year is going to be social emotional resilience. Not an ATAR score. That will help you get to your pathway or your university of choice. But if you're going for a job next year and you're in front of an employer, social emotional resilience is what they're going to be looking for. Last one, have fun. The world's a serious place this year, but we live life to have fun. That's why we're here. So they're the 3 things I want you to take away tonight. I'd also like to thank Lily and Connor, for our school captains, for doing a good job in a hard year. I'd also like to thank my care class. And the reason I give a shout out tonight is because I'm not always there for them with my job as a principal. But to Bailey, Phoebe, Luke, Ethan, Blake and Thomas, my favourite 15 minutes of the day, guys. I come to school to be with you for the first 15 because that reminds me about why I became a teacher in the first place. So Phoebe, I'll miss our chats. Same with Luke. Ethan, I don't know where I'm going to get my football updates from now. Blake could give me a surf report at an instant. Thomas, well, Thomas used to text our friends to say he was running 5 minutes late. And Bailey, well, I couldn't get a word in, but I enjoyed listening. One last, and it's more of a assembly announcement, but it's an important one. If you get to February next year and life is not going your way, PBC will have a dedicated staff member as a program whose only job it is to work with you as Year 12s if you're not doing some further study or you don't have a job. So if you're couch surfing in February, come back to school because we've got somebody there whose only job it is to give you a hand to find your next pathway whilst the world still rights itself. Could not have been prouder as you as a Year 12 cohort. Thank you for coming along tonight. Thank you for bearing with us parents through this year. Look forward to seeing you at the formal.
Thank you, Mr. Capra, for those generous words. I'm sure there are many points for each and every one of us to take away tonight. Now we welcome our Year Coordinator, Miss Amanda Stewart, to read the presentation of our first section of graduates. To present the graduating certificates, please welcome our Executive Principal, Mr. Chris Capra, and our Principal of Senior School, Miss Elise Bradford.
Good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to have you here. Now let's get underway this evening. Just waiting for our graduates. Okay, our first graduates for this evening, could you please, as you see fit, give a round of applause to the following students: Rina Darchi and Harry Allen. Noah Annabel and Amanda Adams. Antonia Adkins and Kai Behenna. Jesse James Ryan and Faith Alchin. Francis Antlitz and William Bella. Fernando Ben and Ruby Arnold. Miller Ashman, Chelsea Assa and Jonah Berlowitz. Jade Backhouse and Oscar Berry. Mitchell Bird and Stella Bailey. Mira Baker and Jareth Bisley. Israel Blackley and Zoe Baker. Madison Ballantyne and Samuel Bowen. Andrew Brewer and Talia Bannon. Lucas Brooks and Yasmin Batchelor. Catherine Bowman and Jack Brown. Parker Bryant and Riley Beasley. Chloe Bess and Reef Burgess. Hendrix Bryce and Asha Butel. Monique Bibby and Angus Byrne. Jamie Burnham and Shaylee Bignell. Mayella Bignell and Jalu Donovan. Braden Cantrell and Georgia Bindley. Aisha Boot, Max Carter and Concha Balsamau. Harsh Chanda and Taylor Boucher. Jasmine Boxall and Oliver Childs. Noah Cody Byfield and Ella Brow. George Coleman and Amber Bullen. Chloe J. Byrne and Jack Connolly. Matthew Cooper and Ali Cairns. Lara Campbell and Toby Cooper. Billy Cox and Brodie Chadburn. Olivia Chivers and Trent Dalton. Eiley Clark, Flynn Daniel and Charlie Chittleborough. Jalen de Groot and Amber Clark. Harmony Conrads and Tiago Del Zotto Bertolini. Brodie Desmond and Taya Cooper. Ella Cosgrove and Hayden Dockery. Kane Dudman and Angela Crawford. Maddie Crossman, Head Prefect of Vikings, and Luca Duffy. Lachlan Durrington and Liliana Kewick. Lola Davis-Mason and Enzo Edge. Jack Edmonds and Tia Davitt. Sienna DeCarli, Head Prefect of Vikings, and Shay Everett. Tyson Fennell and Lily de Groot. Estella de Wilde and Angus Ferguson. Thomas Fayfont and Angelina DeLolio. Jade DeLuca and Hayden Field. Troy Duckett and Cody Denny. Gracie Denning and Trevor John Fisher. Ryan Foran and Lucy Derbyshire. Bronte Dwight and Sam Frost. Sen Fujimoto and Jessica Fairburn. Anika Fletcher and Riley Gadsby. Eliza Flowers, Head Prefect of Vikings, and Jacob Garner. Bailey Gillespie and Shania French, Head Prefect of Spartans. Jordan Fuller and Rumi Gittis. Samuel Gordon and Casey Gamble. Abby Gawler and Jackson Graham. Tyler Graham and Zali Gerd. Jaya Geese and Parker Grove. Jessie Hall and Annalise Gillespie. Hannah Glue and Yaqub Hamdi. Austin Harris and Samantha Gorton. Summer Goodwin and Aidan Henderson. Lucas Horvat Rawlings and Chloe Grant. Jessica Graham and Ethan Hunt. Finn Hunter and Holly Gray. Taylor Hawke and Jamison Herney. Aidan Ikafuji, Taylor Hay and Kyra Harrison. Abby Hibbs and Zoran James. Robbie James and Kalia Hickey. Daniel Jackson and Joanna Howden. Bailey Jacobson and Jack Johnston. Tia Johnson and Charlie Johnston. Kynan Jones and Lani Jensen. Zoe Jenner, Head Prefect of Spartans, and Jake Kearton. Luke Kelly and Lexi Johnston-Smith. Jasmine Jones and Nash Kennelly. Malachi Kingdon and Scarlett Jones. Molly Keane, Head Prefect of Spartans, and Zach Latio. Tyson Kite and Lucas Hopkins. Laquisa Khan and Cole Latimer. Isabella Lee and Matt Lee. Ethan Lennon and Shifra Lamusu. Hayden Lewis and Annalise Little. Piper Lockheed and Jet Lint. Bryn Little, Head Prefect of Phoenicians, and Jessie Lockley. Oscar Lloyd and Charlotte Loring. Elise Love Daniels and Ethan Lowe. Finn Lowry and Megan Liu.
Congratulations to the first round of 2020 graduates. Now, I would like to welcome our fellow student leaders and good friends, Jamie Pryor and Hamish Munro, as they pay tribute to the wonderful people in our lives we would not have made it here without. Please welcome Jamie and Hamish.
Good evening, parents, guardians, staff, and our 2020 graduates. What a crazy adventure these last 6 years have been. Before we turn the page and move on to the next chapter of our lives, there are some very important people here tonight that we would like to thank. From the people who have supported us endlessly since day one, to those we met only a year ago, but who helped us shape us into the people we are today. Here's to our teachers, staff, mentors, peers, friends and families.
To our parents, from the moment we walked into primary school, wide-eyed and afraid, holding your hand, ready to face the world, to tonight when we walk this stage about to enter the real world, you have been there for us. Whether that be early morning trips to buy printer ink because we were unorganised and have an assignment due that day, or attending so many parent-teacher interviews that tell you the same thing over and over again. You sat through countless Eisteddfods, games and award ceremonies that you swore weren't boring, but we always knew they were, and we were so grateful to see your smiling face among the crowd.
Thank you for waking us up every morning and persisting through our many, many complaints because we really needed those extra 5 minutes. Thank you for always doing what's right for us, even though sometimes we may not agree whatsoever. And most importantly, thank you for always being our number one supporter. You did it. You supported us through 13 years of schooling, and we actually came out the other side. From the very first day we stepped through the gates of primary school, you have shown us unconditional love and encouragement. Tonight may be a celebration of us and our achievements, but honestly, we wouldn't be here without you. So really, it is a celebration of you.
Thank you to the siblings and family members that paved the way for us or those following in our footsteps. The ones who helped us late at night with assignments or hung out with us when we really needed to chill out for a minute. For many of us, you guys really have been our best friends since the day we were born. As we walk this stage, all dressed up, ready to face the big world on our own, we would like to thank the people who guided us through it until this point.
To our teachers, thank you for always being our shining light. You've dealt with our countless annoying nicknames, including, but definitely not limited to, Ken Dog, Stew Izzle, Porridge, and last but certainly not least, Daddy Doogs. We know we weren't always the easiest to handle, and at times we made you want to rip your hair out, but we thank you for those times as well as the times when life was too much and you opened your office doors for us to escape. Thank you for the early mornings of helping us with our abundance of questions and the late nights of drafting our assignments. We sincerely hope we didn't cause too many grey hairs.
To the teachers who watched us sleeping in your classes, we promise you aren't boring, we're just very tired. Here's to the teachers who tell us about their life while we listen in awe, remembering that teachers do in fact have a life outside of school. Thanks for making school a little more than just education. The memories shared with you have created a bond unlike any other. From the paddle pop sticks with our names on that had us all freaking out because none of us knew the answers to the question, to the endless chats about school, life, and everything in between.
Teachers, you really have changed our lives. This is to the art teachers who taught us to follow our passions and our English teachers who helped us write them all down. To the science teachers who explained how the world works and the maths teachers who recited the quadratic formula endless times and helped us both with practical and some not so practical skills. To the sport teachers who've helped us chase our dreams and the history teachers who taught us about the past. To every teacher who has ever taught us anything, thank you. You are truly some of the people we will miss the most, and we would not be here tonight without any of you.
I would like to extend my thank you to Mr. Capra for being a principal who cares more than any other, who puts in the effort to say hello to every one of us, and since the day he walked into this school, he has made sure to do the best for us and build positive relationships with us. We'd like to thank those who work behind the scenes and too often don't get the thanks they deserve. I'm talking about the staff and admin, in the tuck shop and the uniform shop. The friendly faces who work tirelessly from student services, making sure we can go on our excursions and making sure our school fees are up to date. Thank you to Miss Porter for being the smiling face that many of us see daily, for always providing us with fruit and keeping up the positivity even when you're signing us out for the 5th time that week.
And last, but by no means least, the one and only Miss Stewart. First off, thank you for always having an open door for all of us when we need support. Whether that be someone to laugh with, cry with, or just escape the world with, you really did become a motherly figure for so many of us at school, and we could have easily been completely lost without you. We know we didn't make your job entirely easy with our countless detentions for socks and our occasional mess-ups, but from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for sticking with us through this. We honestly could talk for hours and hours about how much you mean to us, but I think the fact we all trusted you with our lives can speak for itself in that manner. We hope you will accept a small token of the cohort's appreciation and would love you to come up after our speech.
Cohort of 2020, we did it. It wasn't an easy ride, but we made it through in the end with the support of each other. We were the guinea pigs through the entirety of high school, being the first Year 7s, the first ATAR, the first to experience an entire change in system, and the first to complete Year 12 in a global pandemic. But through this, we kept our spirits high and fought for us to still have an enjoyable Year 12 experience. Without all of you by our sides, this experience would not have been what it has been, and I think I speak on behalf of everyone when I'm eternally grateful for the people I've been able to share this experience with.
Thank you, Jamie and Hamish. It has been a privilege and an honour to work with the two of you this year, and that was a fitting tribute to the heroes who have supported us in getting here. We are fortunate to have an incredibly gifted year level, with many of our peers excelling in the performing arts. Please now welcome, to perform a vocal medley, commemorating this evening, Bailey Jacobson, Molly Keane, Melanie McNeil, Mealy, and Sana Slater.
Hey everyone, my name is Molly, this is Melanie, Sina and Bailey. We have prepared a little medley of songs for you dedicated to our wonderful, amazing, beautiful class of 2020. We've been through so much together and we just wanted to share how much we love you and we'll miss you.
Did not know no pain when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same.
Now my heart feels like December when somebody says your name, 'cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will someday.
Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Everything will be alright. Go and raise a glass and say
it's been a long day without you, my friend,
and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. But you're not, 'cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything that we've been through.
Toast to the ones here today, toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the dreams bring back all the memories. Memories bring back, memories bring back.
Here's to the ones that we got.
Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause the dreams bring back all the memories. Memories bring back, memories bring back you.
You gotta help me, losing my mind. Keep getting the feeling you wanna leave this all behind. I thought we were going strong, I thought we were holding on, aren't we? No, they don't teach you this in school. Now my heart's aching and I don't know what to do. Thought we were going strong, I thought we were holding on, aren't we?
You and me got a whole lot of history. We could be the greatest team that the world has ever seen. You and me got a whole lot of history, so don't let it go. We can make some more, we can live forever.
All of the fights, we always find a way to make it out alive.
Thought we were going strong, thought we were holding on, aren't we? You and me got a whole lot of history. We can be
Thank you, Bailey, Molly, Mel, and Sina, for that wonderful performance. Could everyone please join me once more in a round of applause for our amazing musicians? Now we welcome Miss Stewart back to the podium to present our remaining 2020 graduates. To present the graduating certificates, please welcome our Deputy Principal, Mr. Mitch Kennedy, and our Head of Senior Schooling, Mr. Mick McDougall.
Just getting the fellas organised. All right. Now we get to graduate our second group of young people. Can we welcome to the stage and remember to clap loudly for Hannah Lund and Sam Luke. Joseph Markovich, and unfortunately Neve McCauley couldn't be with us tonight. Taj McKay and Ryan Marshall. Bailey Martin and Bronte Malcolm. Gia Marchand couldn't be with us, so Byron Martin. Connor Matheson and Taylor Marshall. Molly Mason and Matthew McCloy. Thomas McLean and Scarlett Matzer. Jade McAtmany and Kai McMaster. Josiah McNamara and Rani McCormack. Jemima McGlinchey and Franco Medina Bedgebader. Kai Mills and Melanie McNeely. Dakota McQueen and Liliana Hughes. Kai Minicini and Michaela Meehan. Sasha Mooney and Kai Maloney. Jake Morgan and Alyssa Morley. Shoma Nishimura, Malia Morgan and Tyler Morita. Brianna Moody, Head Prefect of Phoenicians, and Jake O'Brien. Jai O'Connor, Paris Munro and Phoebe Mueller. Joshua O'Flynn and Christina Mussel. Amelia Nelson and Adam Page. Jamin Paniora and Maya Nuturkana. Haley O'Neill and Isaac Parsons. Ben Payton and Tiana Obersteller. Olivia Prosser and Jet Peterson. Campbell Pollard and Mackenzie Ormiston. Ozazogi Ozadola and Zay Purchase. Bailey Pires and Madison Passmore. Alina Peter and Kynan Courtley. Jamie Peachy and Ryan Rivet. Jaden Robb and Mia Picton. Sarah Place and Joshua Roberts. Tate Roberts and Tyra Price-Williams. Lachlan Roby, Jamie Pryor, Head Prefect, Phoenicians. Ashlyn Rattoni and Hunter Rose. Harrison Rolls and Nova Richards. Chase Richardson and Jotham Russell. Shanae Risley and Xavier Savage. Lucy Romstein-Jimsky and Conrad Schenk. Taylor Ross, Riker Scott and Cordelia Rose. Will Seaton and Taylor Ross. Lily Ryan and Roy Seidenkamp. Ryan Sergi and Tani Ryan. Natalie Shortis and Zaid Seaton. Ethan Shaw and Naomi Skinner. Sina Slater and Matt Sexton. Soul Shining Cruz and Erin Smith. Madison Smith and Isaac Sikarich. Miles Simpson and Savannah Spruill. Brooke Starr and Jake Skinner. Declan Smith and Georgie Stegman. Brooke Swindells, Head Prefect Athenians, and Damon Somerville. Finley Stanger and Rosie Talbot. Anna Tantari and Pancho Symes. Shimon Teal and Cyprus Tarafiti. Tiara Tarima and Finn Tusin. Huey Thomas and Riley Taylor. Abby Tesh and Reef Thompson. Romy Thompson and Bonnie Teal. Nikisha Thompson and Riley Tolan. Akiri Tracy, Samantha Todd, and Viliame to Uvanavo. Jade Trapnell and Jordan Tuigamala. Ezra Ubaldino and Holly Trainer. Shana Tudhope and Tane Udgerbergen. Tom Veal and Poppy Tui. Miranda Turley, Scott Wortman and Laurie White. Jaden West and Maya Vanderwerf, Head Prefect Athenians. Aaliyah Twentyman and Xavier White. Braden Wheeler and Casey Walker. Shelby Walter and Max Whitford. Jackson Wickham and Aaliyah Weber. Tess Wheeler and Aidan Wilhelmson. Patrick Wilkinson and Olivia Wichello. Aidan Wilson, Samantha Wilson and Bonnie Wilson. Aaron Woods, Head Prefect of Athenians, Jason Wire and Shay Wura. Shua Zhang, Jaslyn Zikmundovsky and Matilda Yates. And our vice captains, Charlotte Dawson and Hamish Munro. Scarlett Kidd and Andy Williams. And our school captains, Lily White and Connor Hartley. I now welcome Scarlett and Charlotte to the stage for their speech. They're going to have to run up from getting their photos taken.
Bit of a quick turnaround there. Sometimes we become so focused on the finish line that we fail to find joy in the journey. I don't know about you, but I can definitely relate to this quote. For my entire life, I've been the sort of person that has a very rosy and idealistic view of the future. And I often find myself thinking, as soon as I reach some milestone or another, then I'll be happy. But, like clockwork, I do reach those milestones and immediately start moving on to the next big thing. I do forget to find joy in the journey. But tonight, in our fancy dresses and ravishing suits, it's time to pause and reflect on all of our successes so far and be proud of the young people that we are becoming. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, teachers, special guests, and fellow graduates. My name is Scarlett Kidd, and this is Charlotte Dawson, and we have been your 2020 school vice captains. 4 weeks ago, Charlotte and I were first assigned the topic of the journey to speak about tonight. Sounds easy, right? Wrong. It's a hard one because when you think about it, what does that ambiguous phrase really mean? Did the journey start with those first steps through the gate for Orientation Day in 2014? No. I personally think that our lives have been made up of a series of small, unique journeys that began long before we ever met each other. Mine began in 2002 in the Purple Room at Willumbar Hospital. Each and every one of us has a different story of the journeys that have led us to ending up in this room today, getting ready to say our final goodbyes.
In 2015, when we finally entered the big gates, it was definitely a shock to see more than 400 new faces in our cohort alone. It was overwhelming and it was a lot to get used to. No one was monitoring if we had our pen licenses anymore, and our shoulders were hurting from carrying around those giant textbooks that no longer had a home in our tidy trays. Despite our knowledge, it was this year that we met some of the people who are now so important to us. Our teachers and friends quickly became our biggest supporters and motivators, and these were the people who made our school a safe heaven, a place in which we felt accepted, understood, and we all had a sense of belonging. Despite our lack of understanding for algebra, our teachers were patient with us and had the same end goal we had, which was to enjoy our high school experience. Despite writing 50 lines and our lunchtime detentions, it is our teachers who truly made a difference. Fast forward to Year 8, this was the year of trends. We spent our time chasing virtual Pokemon, tried and failed to flip a bottle successfully, and spent hours frozen in place blasting black beetles. However, the true highlight of Year 8 was finally getting our Bunsen burner licenses. Just between you and me, I never actually got mine because the thought of lighting a match was terrifying.
Year 9, 10 and 11 were the years when we really began to find our feet and grow into the mature young people that I see before me. The school didn't seem so daunting anymore. In Year 9, we conquered our last ever NAPLAN milestone. At the time, those results seemed as if they would define our entire lives. But does anyone actually remember what results they got? Maybe the odd parent will from time to time. But when you think about it, all that stress was for nothing. In hindsight, I wish I could go back and give my younger self a hug and tell her to just enjoy the journey she was on without racing towards the finish line of junior school. Year 10 was a stage of the journey when we began to be told that it was time to determine our futures and our careers by the subjects we chose. To all of us, it seemed near impossible to choose what we wanted to have for dinner that night, let alone to decide what we wanted to be doing in the big, bad world. Despite this, we all chose subjects that we thought would help us along our journey. I think a big thank you is owed to Mr. McDougall, affectionately known as Daddy Doogs. He was the one who helped us drop subjects months after we should have been, and after a little bit of reshuffling, we ended up here.
Year 12. What a journey. Here we all are, hoping to achieve that 99.95 ATAR, yet COVID had something else in mind. Heading into lockdown, it all felt very apocalyptic. Our parents and teachers were constantly telling us it would all work out, and after hours of waiting for OneNote to finally be online, we realised it wasn't that bad. The fridge was only 2 metres away, and we could take as many study breaks as we needed. This was also the time when we learnt to really lean on our friends for support, even if it was only over FaceTime. Personally, I'm so grateful to this cohort and the amazing friends I have made throughout my journey at PBC. as it is my friends and fellow graduates who got me through one of the craziest times in my life. I hope for all of you here today that you have made lifelong friends who support you and push you to be a better version of yourself. Fast forward 4 months, us ATAR students were ready to sit the external exams. The minute we read those questions in the English exam, we knew it was going to be a long 4 weeks, but we did it. Remember those results from NAPLAN that we spent so long stressing about? Well, neither do I, because in the big picture, those results don't define us, and neither do these ones. Each and every one of us here can be proud of ourselves and how far we have come. Although this year was tough, I wouldn't change it for the world, as it helped to shape us into the young adults we are today. This is the end of high school, but this definitely isn't the end of our journey. This is just the beginning of a new era. Whatever next year holds for you, whether it's university, employment, or travelling, although I'm not sure how that will go, I truly hope that we hold our time at PBC close to our hearts and never forget the class of 2020. We can all agree that we are prepared to succeed in our future endeavours, and the credit is owed to our beautiful teachers, our fellow graduates, our supportive parents, but most importantly, ourselves. On behalf of Scarlett and I, we thank everyone here today in helping us get to this night. We truly couldn't have done it without you all. Congratulations, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you, girls, for the reflection and look to the future. Now for our final address to the Year 12 cohort, followed by the 2020 graduation video. Please welcome our remarkable year coordinator, Miss Stewart.
Well, good evening and welcome once again, and how wonderful it is to have you all here to celebrate the graduating class of 2020. Well, they say that lightning never strikes twice. However, for me, the stars well and truly aligned, and I have been blessed graduating 2 extraordinary cohorts of young adults. Sadly, this is also my last. In front of me are beautiful, unblemished lives with oh so much possibility, so much potential. And I take solace knowing I played a small part in their senior school journey. But before I get to the guests of honour, I need to give thanks to those who have led me, supported me and laughed with me over the past 5 years. Being a year coordinator is a difficult and rewarding position to hold. Elise, Mitch, Brad, Mick, Steve, Daney, Jared, Mandy, Sue, Sonia and Di. You have made my working life a joyous experience. We have lent on one another, we have learnt from one another and laughed until our stomachs have hurt. We have created memories that shall remain forever in my heart. Many thanks also extends to my teaching colleagues who have helped grow the beautiful young people before me this evening. They have done this with good humour and gentle guidance. They are the heroes who have ensured every graduate here this evening has achieved their very best. And to the parents and carers of our graduates, I thank you. Each and every day, you have entrusted the care of your most precious human to me. It is a job I have taken most seriously. In fact, I have spent more waking hours with your children than I have my own, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I hope that with hindsight, you understand that I always had your child's best interest at heart. As you are well aware, the growing of a young adult takes patience, creativity, and at times, pretty firm boundaries. We may not have always seen eye to eye, and I did not always have the answers, but I never gave up on your young person, and I believe the transformation and the growth we have all witnessed is because we could work together. At times, we viewed them through different lenses. It was reassuring to know that your child and their development and well-being were always at the centre of our intentions and our actions. And now, to the most important people in this room. Please indulge me for one moment. It is the 17th of November, 2017. It was a balmy summer evening, and I had just graduated 430 PBC alumni, your peers and your family members, from this very location. Call it naive delirium. In the wake of what will go down in my lifetime as an evening to revere, I decided to have one more bite of the proverbial cherry and put my hand up to be your year coordinator. Fast forward to the first of many assemblies in the new school year of 2018, and I stared into the awaiting faces of 470 Year 10 students, my heart pounding, my voice high-pitched with nerves, self-doubt surging through my veins, hot flushes ready to set me apart from the youth sitting with reserved disinterest before me. All I could think was, what the hell have I done? But our journey together, although it started with a few bumps, that was mainly because senior school was so new to you. You had to cast aside the middle school silliness to become fully fledged members of the senior school community. This not only came with a new uniform, inclusive of PBC socks, and I promise you, you will wear them again, but you had to navigate a new administration and support network, and of course, new expectations. You, of course, being the resilient young people that you are, accepted the challenge, and here we are tonight. However, I know we've lost some of your friends along the way. This is to be expected in such a large school, and a school with high expectations. However, I do realise that their absences were felt, and I know that your peers both near and far have left an indelible impression on you all. They too will remain forever a Red at heart. And as Year 10 progressed, you asserted your new developing understanding of yourself. You came into your own, maturing and developing the skills to undertake your final 2 years of school. It was a joy to watch this metamorphosis, and by the year's end, I took comfort in knowing I had actually made the right decision. Year 11 was a year that presented many challenges, a new assessment system, new teachers, and new life challenges for you. It was expected that you weren't meant to know where you were going, to know what life choices were needed for your future, and yet you were still so young. Your youth was both a blessing and a curse. Your internal conflict was real. Do I have a social life, or do I sit at home and study? Do I stay with the friends that I've known forever, or step out of my comfort zone and make new ones? Do I wag aquatic practices? Potter will never know. Or do I do an arvo with Stewie? Do I chance wear my Vans with banana socks? Surely no one will notice. The struggle was real, and you are ultimately in charge of the decisions and the consequences. For some of you, this time was a really easy transition to young adult life, and for others not so. But that is okay. You learnt to navigate new and different paths, and you made it. Tonight is a culmination of all of that hard work over the past 2 years. Year 12, as we all know, presented its own unique and, dare I say, unprecedented, the most used word in 2020, challenges. Challenge accepted, I say. You weathered the ups and downs of this year with grace, tenacity and good humour. Your endless talents, wisdom, creativity and zest for life buoyed me in a year where I had my own personal challenges. In times of doubt, despair and questioning, you were my sunshine on a rainy day. And for this, I am blessed and grateful. It will be the little things that I miss the most, the stopping into my office to share a secret, a laugh, a cry, the sneaky emails pleading with me to get you out of biology, your warm and welcoming smiles and greetings as I walk by, and of course, hugs with the footy boys. These are the moments that filled my days with joy and purpose, and you were my reason to be. And whilst my time as your year coordinator comes to an end, I feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. My job is done. And now it is time for you to move on to what is next. A big, crazy world awaits you, and you must not let anything deter you from taking those very first steps. Don't spend time trying to choose the perfect opportunity, but that time is now. Recognise that there will be failures and acknowledge that there will be obstacles, but you will learn from these and the mistakes of others, for there is very little learning in getting things right all of the time. You will no longer have your teachers to guide you, only your inner compass. Ask yourself, where will this take me? Somewhere extraordinary, I hope. Find your truth and always be kind. Question everything. Explore and get to know yourself, and do not be afraid of who you discover you are. If the past year has taught me anything, our time is limited. So don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be fooled into believing that your true value is measured by how many likes you get on an Instagram post. Don't let the opinions of others smother your inner voice, because your voice is important. And as Steve Jobs once said, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Wise words indeed. So this is what I want for you. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life. Make sure you travel when COVID's safe, of course. Fall in love. Fall out of love. Get famous. Create. Innovate. Make money. Lose money. Watch sunrises and sunsets. Dance, laugh, cry, scream, and live. Know that life will be hard, but you are equipped to face any challenges head on, for you are a red and you can do anything. I have one last thing to say before we watch our wonderful grad video. Pooh Bear, one of my favourite, once said these very wise words to Piglet. And this best sums up how I feel about you all. Any day spent with you is my favourite day. So today, like yesterday, and hopefully tomorrow, is my favourite day. Thank you and good night. Graduates of 2020, and welcome. What a year it has been. From the great start of the year, awesome swimming carnival, thanks for the dunk guys, to trivia night, Butters, you will always be my king, to COVID. What a roller coaster of a ride it has been for all of us this year. Thanks for the laughs, thanks for the grey hairs, and thank you for entrusting me with your secrets. May your lives be as amazing as you are.
Good evening guys, congratulations on making it to graduation. On behalf of all your teachers, I guess, from across the 6 years of school here at PBC, for many of you, it's been an absolute pleasure to work alongside you every day. We are truly blessed to have got to know you. I hope that you take the time to reflect tonight on how you've grown, and hopefully you can look back in the mirror tonight and be proud of the person that you've become, because we are certainly proud of having got to know you, the legacy that you've left. You will leave a special footprint in all of our minds. It's been a privilege to work with you over the years. Congratulations to all our graduates of 2020.
Good evening, graduates of 2020, and a huge congratulations to you on being here tonight. It definitely has been a roller coaster of a year to get you here, and you've done really well to be sitting where you are tonight. What's special about this evening is that we are now transitioning you from students at PBC to our beloved alumni community. So as the first official person to welcome you there, welcome to our PBC Reds alumni community, and what a special place that is to me. But I want you to always remember that PBC will be your home. You're Reds for life now, so go out there, see the world and do us proud. Thank you.
Everyone wants to have a chat with you. Everyone wants to see how you go.
Good can of Pepsi, sir?
Good can of Pepsi.
Yep, makes the day. What is your favourite memory to do with our grade and why?
Probably tough. It's got to be biology camp. Yeah, took 100 of them away on the wild west of Morgan Island. They got to meet Banjo and Rusty.
Banjo and Rusty, they were one of my favourite memories.
Oh, just what a group. The way they just came together and survived without running water or electricity on Morgan Island. Really resilient, great.
In all honesty, it's been a bit of fun. Our Year 12 bio classes, some of the best groups we've ever had. Bio camp was a ball, we had a lot of fun. Hey, good luck in the future. We wish you the best, Rusty and Banjo. We're out of here.
All the best, Year 12.
I think international trips would be my favourite. In California, all the fires broke out. I had some incredible Year 12 students with me. Jessie Lockley, Caddy Rose, Anna Tantari, Tess Wheeler. London was incredible as well, and I got really close with some Year 12 students like Liliana Stewart, which was amazing.
It was Year 11 English, and it was something to do with the dragon.
I have a few, but with this cohort in particular, the ski trip in Year 11 with you guys was a wonderful memory. I can't remember a trip where I've got to know students and they've got to know students as well as they have, and it's wonderful to see them still friends to this day. Yeah, some really funny times and some great memories.
I've got great memories of teaching many of them, going on overseas trips to Southeast Asia and to New Zealand. But everyone in Queensland is always going to remember the 2020 cohort because it's been the biggest change in Queensland education in the last 35 years. So I wish you best of luck in these exams, and you've done a fantastic job.
Who have you noticed the biggest growth in and why?
Riker Scott, judged him negatively to begin with, thought this kid has no chance of making it through to methods, and to watch him grow, just the good bloke I can see that he's going to become, it's really, I just liked that change, and that my perception has completely changed. And, yeah.
There's a couple of people. The first one's Faith Alton, to go from the girl who like being removed from the school in Year 9 to making it to graduation has been a huge effort from her. The other one's Lexi Johnson-Smith. She's grown into a really good young leader.
Describe the grade as an animal.
I like to think of the grade as being a swarm of bees. So they're working in harmony, being productive, supporting each other. We've got a couple of little queen bees amongst them that sort of rise above the rest. And then we have the occasional rogue bee, that little irritating one that needs a little swat away every now and again. But we'd really miss those bees, and the world would be a better place if we had more of them.
Definitely a sloth for some of my construction boys.
What are you going to miss most about our grade?
I'm actually going to miss this cohort a lot. Got my touch football girls, and I got to teach them way back in Year 8. So to see them change and mould into actual young adults you can have a conversation with is something that's been really exciting. And my chemistry class has been one of the most enjoyable classes I've ever had.
Probably the silly comments and the banter that follows it.
Our Red family, the Reds Open Rugby League boys, obviously played a huge part in the last 2 years in particular. I'll be missing those boys. It won't be the same without you. Red, white, red.
Obviously the rugby league group, we're like Lachlan Roby. It's been a great group and all the Year 12s have been wonderful.
Yeah, we will miss the group. They're a friendly group. They get on really well. I will miss Butters and his man love. Rhodes, he looks a bit like Patrick Swayze. He's been through a few phases.
I'm actually going to miss my Year 12 Visual Arts and Practice class the most. They've grown into such a lovely class, and I'm going to miss my care kiddies because I love my care class.
I think the thing I miss most about the Year 12s is the presence they have around the school, especially in the Year 12 jersey. I also think I miss the interaction they have with the younger students at PBC. They really do lead by example.
I think I'm going to miss all the fun memories at excursions and Stedfords and just having really nice chats.
I'm going to miss the songwriting and the musicianship in my music class, and working out whether Luca Duffy likes me or what's going on in his head.
Well, I have 3 Year 12 classes, and walking into each and every one of them is always like going home. Not always perfect, but really comfortable and nice, and I'm going to miss that.
What's something you wish you knew as a graduate?
So when you become an adult, don't speed when you drive and don't talk on the phone when you drive, because catching the bus when you're 22 is not cool anymore.
It's okay if you don't know what you want to do at this point. You've got plenty of time, and just do the things that you enjoy and everything will work itself out.
If things don't go to plan as soon as you're finishing school, if you don't quite get into the course you want or the job you want, it's important to remember that things will be okay. You will get there in the end.
What are 3 words you would use to describe our grade?
Funny, empathetic, TikTok.
Intense,
crazy, but very friendly and fun.
Dedicated. Very impressed that the students that were undertaking ATAR this year wanted to get their exams done before Easter. Enthusiastic. We've lost a little bit of time this year. Year 12s were great in trying to make it up. Positive. In a year where it could be why us, why now. So positive this year, guys. Couldn't be more proud.
Give me a P.
Promising.
Give me a B.
Banter, full.
Give me a C.
Cheerful and confident and capable.
Spanish. Graciosos, divertidos, y muy amables.
What is your best piece of advice for the class of 2020 after we graduate?
Take care of yourself. You're the most important person as you move forward. There's lots of things you're going to want to do, potentially other people you're going to want to take care of, ideas that you want to run with, but if you don't take care of yourself, none of that's going to work.
Take time for yourselves when you finish. Think of your mental health. The pressures will be there, but it's most important for you to take time for yourself.
Remain positive. So keep your goals, keep your dreams, but be resilient.
Celebrate your triumphs, but at the same time don't rush through the lows and the valleys because they define you and they create a wiser and better perspective on life.
Do what you love. Go and live your life and do all the things that you want to do and follow your passion.
Continue being yourself because we need people who are real, we need people who are honest and actual versions of themselves.
Who is most likely to be the first billionaire in our grade?
I have to pick one of my business students. I've got some amazing students with some really good entrepreneurial spirit like Brianna Moody and Caddy Rose, but I think I'm going to put my money on Connor Hartley.
How do you hope your students will remember you and your class?
I hope students will remember my class as sort of like a fun and safe environment where kids can come and learn and be themselves and learn and grow, and hope they remember me as someone who cared and just wanted the best outcomes for whoever ended up in front of me.
I feel that they are probably going to remember my class and me and the fact that I cannot apparently pronounce anything in biology, even though it's my subject.
Who's helped you the most to get where you are today?
Samantha Gordon, my family and Mr. Roberts. My friends.
My teacher.
Whilst my mum is my rock, I think I've got some pretty good pebbles here at PDC.
My mum.
My family. Yeah, Sam.
The girls.
Family.
Miss Stewart helped me throughout like my first 3 years of high school when I came here. I was like a troubled student and yeah, she like put me in line and always fed me and stuff and yeah.
Yeah, no, Miss Stewart, she helped a lot throughout high school, so yeah.
Yeah, miss you for everyone I think, but mine was also Vera.
Or what advice would you give to your past self?
Actually try.
Yeah, try, because if you don't start studying,
Yeah, I was going to say the opposite.
It's harder.
I was going to say drop out. I was going to say don't stress so much. Don't worry about what people think so much.
Who's your favourite teacher?
Miss Whalen's pretty cool. Mr. Roberts.
Miss Haley.
Mr. Roberts. Mrs. Parker, love you.
Oh, Miss Parker.
Miss
Parker. Brettel's pretty good as well.
I like Miss Skyring.
Miss Kadri. I have too many.
Yeah,
Candy, Stewie, Waylon,
Miss Parr,
Swanborough,
Oh, Dad.
Roberts, so many.
Jono and Robbo are in
Jono.
Yeah, I'd probably say Jono or Miss Mackenzie, but she's actually not here anymore.
Yeah, Miss TG or Miss Burford. Hilarious.
Miss Burford.
I couldn't tell you. Miss Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy.
Mrs. Stewart.
Miss Stewart.
Mrs. Stewart, Kennedy and Miss Porter.
Mr. Lyle.
Yeah, Miss Porter.
Hot dogs and bags and old Zimmer.
And Jono.
We love Jono.
Yeah, Miss
Katie. We love you, Katie.
Mine was Miss Stewart. She always gave me compliments.
Miss Stewart.
Stewie and Swanee. Yeah.
Mr. Marley, probably not a footy coach. Mr. Mackay and Lara, my maths teacher.
Miss Hagley.
Mr. Dixon. Oh, good old Dicko, shout out. And Ken Dog.
Thanks.
That's what we love.
Online learning versus real life learning.
Real life learning. Real life. So I did mine.
I like real life.
Real life, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to miss the most about high school?
Friends, talking when you went to the social side. Yeah, the social side.
Probably seeing my mates around school every day.
My teachers.
Friends.
Peers.
Jay
Miss Hill.
Socialise.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Each other.
Seeing everyone every day and just being able to talk to people all around.
Seeing everyone.
Yeah, seeing friends every day.
Seeing everyone, the classes.
Seeing my friends every day.
Yeah. That's definitely one of them.
What are you most proud of yourself for accomplishing?
Year 12.
Yeah,
What
year
about
12.
and like actually getting through those
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah.
What was the most challenging part of high school?
The exams.
The exams?
Making
it to year 12.
Wearing the right socks. Coming to school. Coming to school. I think year 11 was like harder than year 12. School.
Corona.
People. The work.
Yeah, Corona. No.
People.
Making like connections with like new teachers, and like when a teacher goes off on leave, like having to like get a new
So
teacher.
hard. What's one word to describe being in the Reds family?
Passionate. Culture.
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
Welcome. Tremendous.
Privileged.
Interesting.
Pretty good. It's interesting. Culture.
Best piece of advice you've ever been given?
To be yourself.
Be yourself.
From Kennedy.
Don't be
Try not.
Try not to worry what people think about you.
Everything happens for a reason.
Even if you don't feel like it. Don't put it in the too hard basket.
Have to treat everyone how you want to be treated.
Who told you that, Rob? Probably do. Yeah. Probably hard these days to look after your future self.
What does it mean to be a part of the class of 2020?
It means that we're resilient. We're the class that's been through the most, I'd say. You know, with like being the first in prep and the first grade 7s, and now with Corona, and like, you know, it's a hard time to be a senior, but I think we're pushing through, and I think we're going to be better off for it.
I think it's good because we were the first year 7s, and then to finish school together is a pretty big achievement to do 6 years of high school together rather than 5.
And I feel like we're such like a big family.
Yeah.
I feel like we're a pretty resilient.
Yeah.
It's just a lot more than just like a class. I know that's kind of cliche, but I feel like we're kind of like a family now, just based on what we've been through. We've been with these people our whole lives.
Like honestly, I feel really proud to be a part of our grade. I wouldn't want to be a part of any other grade because I just feel like there's so many individual people and they're all so cool in their own way, and they all bring their own like talents and like personalities. I just love being a part of it and like saying hi to everyone everywhere, and just we're a very cool grade.
Thanks, Ms. Stewart, for those kind words, and a special thanks to Brianna for producing that spectacular graduation video. It is through your hard work and obvious empathy for our grade that a lifelong memory was created to be shared tonight. I would now like to ask you all to stop and think for a moment about your own personal definition of a family. Is it those you share a home with? Is it the ones you can trust to support you at the most difficult of times? Or is it something that will forever have a place in your heart and make you who you are today? Now that you have all got a clear picture in your mind, I would like you to all stop to reflect on your years spent as a part of this grade. Whether you were a student who walked through the gates each day, a teacher who taught us and let us grow together, or a family member who was there for us every step of the way. You are all a significant piece to the puzzle to which we all belong within. You have just visualized the extensive presence of our PBC 2020 family.
Our family here tonight differs in so many ways, yet that is our greatest asset. PBC is renowned for being one of the biggest schools on the coast, and with pride we feel individually connected and heard despite such large numbers. This connection was only strengthened this year through times of adversity, places of unknown, and the occasional challenge. But tonight, we recognise that to be here all together for one final time is more monumentous than once thought. The label of a PBC graduate now represents the foundation to which we will all be remembered. And most importantly, remember ourselves. I hope tonight you are proud of the people you have become and the values that we share as members of this family. As a part of the PBC alumni, we extend beyond this label, to which we embody resilience, a relatable conversation starter, or even a simple acknowledgement of fellow peers with a friendly hello in passing.
Personally, on behalf of Connor and I, we are eternally grateful for the opportunity you all gave us to lead this class into their final year. We could have never imagined the bonds we would create, the fun we would have, and the absolute pride we would feel to be a part of such a thriving family in an extremely unique year. In saying thanks, we would like to take some time to acknowledge the driving force behind this year's events and the collective teamwork of the Student Council. In a year like no other, our family expanded to 18 members strong, in which we overcame obstacles to strive and produce memories for our peers, and for that we say thank you. These members are now some of our closest friends, and we would not have been capable to achieve such amazing events and ideas without them. We will miss being able to work together in the future, but we wish you all the best within your life's plans.
A special mention goes out to our extended leadership family, to Miss Stewart, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Dixon, Mr. McDougall, and Mrs. Bradford. You all became this grade's figurative mother and father, cool uncles, and aunt. And without you guys, our year would have shaped up to be almost impossible. You all go above and beyond for each and every student here tonight, extending far beyond your guys' roles, listening with true compassion and hope for every student's benefit. You have been there at the most tough times, providing a light to guide us all through such a hard time period. I'm sure each student here will remember your kindness and feel complete gratitude for the impact you have had on our lives.
Tonight, we would also like to take a moment to say thanks to one another. We have come a long way from our Currumbin primary school days to now 8 years of friendship. Being school captain for us would not have been the same without one another, as we recognise that our teamwork and honesty stems from a place of genuine friendship, relatability, and occasional banter. It is through this honesty that we thrived in cooperation, decision-making, and empathy for those around us. Our bond has only become stronger this year, and I know we will remain good friends well into the future, as we will see each other continue to grow and achieve our goals throughout life.
And finally, a major thanks is in order to the students within the class of 2020. We could have never foreseen the impact you guys had upon our individual lives and that of the school's atmosphere. Together, we have seen each other's absolute highs and lows, and are more than proud to recognise the collective strength each individual here possesses, in which they will no doubt carry throughout the next steps of their life. So thank you all for the memories, the growth, the learning, the compassion, the selflessness, the friendships, and the occasional cut-ins at the tuck shop line. We could have never imagined a better grade to be graduating with. We're extremely proud to call every one of you family, and we will continue to remember your everlasting impact. So let's take this final step together. As we progress onto the next building block of life, we wish you all health, happiness, contentment, and passion to achieve whatever your dreams may be. It is with our utter delight to congratulate you all for making it this far.
So for the final time, class of 2020, you are now dismissed. Hi, so now graduates, could you please stand and do a big turnaround and give a massive round of applause for your parents and people in the audience tonight. Thank you. Woo! And sorry, if the parents could please remain seated while the graduates just make their way out towards the formal dinner. And to remember your bags, please.